You feel me? What's going on, everybody? Hoping everybody's having a smooth day today. It's your boy Trap Thunder checking in with another video. And yes, I said it. My name is Trap Thunder. I know when I first made this YouTube, I said I was gonna stop using that name and switch to my name, Motif. And it's crazy because on this channel, I went through so many changes, and I love that because, you know, in all of what I do, I try to be as authentic as possible. You know, I don't really go on the script. I don't have any writtens. I do have topics that I have written down, but I don't have like preset, you know, like a script to go off of. Everything is off the dome. It's off of just raw emotion. It's off of everything that I go through. So to see my channel kind of go through like changes with how I speak about certain topics and like how I was trying to change my name, it's pretty raw. And we're here now, you know. I'm still making music. I'm still active in my creativity. I'm still active in my community, and it feels good. I've been feeling very much blessed. And with all that being said, I have some things I want to talk about, and hopefully you guys can resonate. I want to touch base on what manifestation means to me. Just to give a quick, like a backstory. So, you know, I come from Minnesota. You know, I come from Minneapolis, and I now live in Texas. I had moved here with, she is now my ex-girlfriend. And when I moved out here, it was amazing because I've always wanted to leave Minnesota. You know, since I was young, I just was like, you know, I feel like there's more in the world for me than just like being in this state. And so I just always told myself that, you know, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna live in a loft and I'm gonna be abundant. And I didn't know at the time I was what people like to call manifesting, but I look at that as affirming because I knew it. Like for some reason, I knew that I was going to live as like a bachelor in a loft and be wealthy and like be abundant. But the journey that I was in and that I'm currently on, you know, but in that specific time, I didn't see it the way, like it wasn't clear. You know what I mean? I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I knew I was going to get there. And it's amazing because I've manifested that when I was a kid. Like I'm talking about like 8th, 9th grade. I was telling myself like, yeah, you're going to live in a penthouse. You're going to live in a loft. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to have money. You're going to be attractive, like, and you're going to be abundant. And I used to pray about it a lot. And fast forward, you know, I'm now 27 years old. I moved when I was 26. And no, I moved when I was 25, actually. I moved when I was 25 years old, which is wild. I moved to Texas. I moved here. I brought my girl at the time. I brought her with me. And even that was crazy because I told her that I was going to be living in a loft. Like I told her that before I even got the crib out here and everything. I told her like, you're going to live in a loft with me. Like we're going to be good. And in 2023, that's what happened, you know? And what I want to touch base on with that is manifesting to me is really just affirming with God as the engine and having faith, you know, like having faith as like the transmission, you know what I mean? I could sit and, you know, sit in crisscross and yoga stance or yoga form and, you know, kind of speak out things that I desire in life. But I found the strength really lies in having the confidence through God and really speaking out and affirming what you desire, like really concretely saying what you want out of life and backing it up with prayer and faith. You know, I've also wrote down a lot of things that I wanted accomplished in my life. You know, I have a bulletin board in my room of just compiled writtens that I've had. I have a notebook, I have journals, I have stuff from like 2016 just of things that I desire, you know, the car that I want, the crib that I want, the layout of the crib, you know, even as small as like I told myself I want a grill, you know, I want nice jewelry, you know, I want to have the right friends around me. Like I wrote all this down and I prayed about it and I affirmed it. And fast forward, everything came into fruition. And every day that I'm in this house, I'm in disbelief because I'm living in what I said I was going to live in. I didn't have no doubt in my mind that I wasn't capable of achieving what I have now, a beautiful home. I have a beautiful job where it doesn't even feel like I'm working. I have beautiful friends. I have a beautiful network of people and resources. And I credit all of that to God and the power of affirming through faith. And I just want to share, like, when it comes down to manifesting, I feel as if the way to manifest truly and to see the results of your manifestations is to look at it as affirming through faith, you know, having God as the foundation first and foremost, or whatever source that you choose as a spiritual foundation, but you want to affirm through the power of that and the power of faith. You know, you want to work through that faith. It's not simply just saying, oh, I'm going to live in a mansion and have a beautiful family. And then you just sit around and, you know, you still have bad habits that you do. And like, you have to make sure the life that you're affirming and the things that you desire, that you are affirming, you have to live based upon that. Like, you have to create that lifestyle. You know, you have to be one with that lifestyle. You can't just say you want something and then still have the same habits that are detrimental to your well-being. You have to almost, in a sense, become that. You know, you have to become that lifestyle. You have to start doing the things that's bringing you close. You know, and that may be refining a lot of the things you may do. That may be like refining how you speak, how you move. It may be even spiritual refinement, you know, financial refinement, how you spend your money. A lot of people like to enjoy their money instead of investing it and making their money work for them. And that itself can be refined into being able to enjoy your money in the long run and being able to utilize it in a way where it's not just beneficial for you, but the people around you to also live the life that you are affirming for yourself. So, yeah, I just want to touch base. I didn't want to talk too long. I just want to give a little synopsis of, you know, how I feel like I'm successful through the happiness of achieving and still even seeing the things that I want just kind of slowly come into fruition because I have the power of belief through faith. And when you guys are manifesting, or what you guys consider manifesting, I want you to know, if you simply write anything you want down and you pray over it and you affirm it and you claim it and you say that whatever's for me is already claimed, just from experience, guys, it will come into fruition. I guarantee it. I have no doubt in my mind. I'm very confident. I've seen it happen in my life. I've seen miracles in my life where I know, excuse me, but I know that the Most High is with me, and I don't credit myself. I'm not self-righteous. I try to really credit Him in all of the blessings that are bestowed upon me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So once again, my name is Trap Thunder. I'm gonna be trying my best to stay consistent with you guys and just drop some gems and some knowledge. Again, if there's any comments that you guys have for me to be more effective in my approach on how I speak to you guys, feel free to comment. I would love if you guys can share my page, subscribe. And like I said, I'm open to any criticism, anything that can help me grow with you guys. So yeah, God bless. Y'all bless. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll be back with another episode real soon. Yeah.